Hello everyone and welcome. This is Organic Chemistry Lessons offered by Science Visualized. And today we're looking at how to name aldehydes and ketones. So first of all, we have to identify what are aldehydes and ketones. Ketones have alkyl groups on either side of the carbonyl. So I'll use R for alkyl groups, while aldehydes have an alkyl group on one side and a hydrogen on the other side. So if you look at this first example, you have one type of alkyl group here, one type of R, and another type of alkyl group, I'll call it R prime. And because you have R and R, then that makes this example number 1 a ketone. For number 2, you have an alkyl group here, R, and a hydrogen. So R and hydrogen, and that makes this number 2 an aldehyde. Next, how do we name these compounds? For ketones, the last part of the name ends with ONE, and you have to indicate a position of the carbonyl. Also, you want the carbonyl to be at the lowest possible number. So for example, if you look at this example number 1, if we start counting from here, 1, 2, 3, we'll see that the carbonyl is very far, and therefore it will be better to start counting from the right, because that will give us the lowest number for the carbonyl. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we see that the carbonyl is on carbon number 2, and therefore the name must end with 2 on. Now, because it has 9 carbons, the name of an alkane chain with 9 carbons is nonane, and for ketones, you drop the ane and you replace that with the one, and therefore it becomes nonane on. But remember, we need to show the position of the carbonyl, which is position number 2, and therefore the name for this compound becomes nonane, so non-2 on. Next, we look at the aldehyde. For aldehydes, the name will end with al, so you say al. And because the carbonyl is always on the last carbon or the first carbon, then you always count from the carbonyl position. So that will be number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That also has 9 carbons, and we saw from question number 1 that an alkane chain with 9 carbons is nonane, but now you drop the ane and replace that with al, and we don't need to show the position because for aldehydes, the carbonyl is always on the first carbon, and therefore the name for that is going to be nonal. Thank you very much for your time. Please consider supporting the channel by subscribing. See you next time. Bye.